45 asking foreign countries for help against Biden violates the law, says the Elections Commission. Minutes after 45 called on the government of China and Ukraine to investigate former Vice President Joe Biden, a potential rival in the 2020 presidential campaign, the chair of the Federal Election Commission posted a reminder that seeking foreign political help is against the law and illegal. In a tweet posted Thursday morning, Ellen Weintraub struck on an incredulous tone. 45 has said, hold on a second, fucking things come up on my phone here. Okay, there we go. 45 has wanted Ukraine to investigate corruption by Biden and his son Hunter, but the former vice president is the leading candidate to oppose him for re-election, and as his lawyer, dumbass Rudy Giuliani, has admitted, damaging Biden's reputation is his purpose. Weintraub is a Democrat, according to the FEC website, but was appointed to the commission in 2002 under another dumbass president, George W. Bush. Her nominal term expired more than a decade ago, but she has remained in the post as successive administrations have found it impossible to choose and confirm a successor. On June 13th, Weintraub originally posted a statement clarifying the illegality of candidates receiving election assistance from foreign governments after 45 told ABC News that he would not alert the FBI if he was approached by countries such as Russia with damaging information about his 2020 opponent, and he would consider the information. It's not an interference to have information. I think I'd take it, 45 told ABC. If I thought there was something wrong, I'd go maybe to the FBI, but if I thought there was something wrong, but then when somebody comes up with the Apple research, right, they come up with Apple research, oh, let's call the FBI. The FBI doesn't have enough agents to take care of it. When you go and talk honestly to a congressman, they all do it. They always have, and that's the way it is. It's called Apple research. Technically, it's not. Candidates often look for damaging information on their opponents, but generally from published stories, court papers, or other domestic sources, not from foreign governments. In response to 45's interview in June, Weintraub took the opportunity to remind the nation that what 45 had proposed doing violated U.S. law. Let me make something 100% clear to the American public and anyone running for public office. It is illegal for any person to solicit, accept, or receive anything of value from a foreign government. In connection with the U.S. election, Weintraub wrote, "This is not a novel concept." On Thursday, 45 was again asked what he specifically was seeking on a July 25th call when he asked Ukrainian President Zelensky for a favor. While I would think that if they were honest about it, they'd start a major investigation into the Bidens, 45 responded. It's a very simple answer. They should investigate the Bidens because how does a company that's newly formed and all these companies, and by the way, likewise, China should start an investigation into the Bidens because what happened in China is just about as bad as what happened with Ukraine. So I would say with President Zelensky, if it were me, I would recommend they start an investigation into Bidens because nobody has any doubt that they weren't crooked. I said, yeah, everybody has doubts, and everybody has doubts that 45 is crooked. House Intelligence Committee Chairman Adam Schiff, who was taking the lead on the impeachment inquiry against 45, echoed Weintraub's warning. The squatter cannot use the power of his office to pressure foreign leaders and to investigate his political opponents. His rant this morning reinforces the urgency of our work. 45 has tasked Attorney General William Barr to reach out to several... He's another dumbass. To reach out to several foreign governments to investigate the role U.S. intelligence agencies played in the 2016 presidential election as a way to counter the narrative that 45 was aided by Russian interference. Special Counsel Robert Mueller indicted 12 Russian intelligence officers for their efforts to promote 45's candidacy, including hacking into and stealing files on a server used by the Democratic National Committee. Biden and his son Hunter are not under investigation in the U.S. because they didn't do anything wrong.